Well, Community Connectors is essentially a mentoring program with a strong emphasis on one-to-one mentoring. Community Connectors is about establishing community partnerships with our schools. It's about opening the schoolhouse store and having non-for-profits, the faith-based community or value-based nonprofits, work with the business community and schools to prepare our children for the next generation. And the reality is, educators alone can't do it, and parents alone can't do it. And it does take a village to raise a child.
Well, Vineyard Columbus is kind of the point person where we actually recruit and we're staffed there. The Columbus City Schools is a very big partner. We work hand in hand with them. In fact, even before we decided to do this, we went to the schools in the area and asked them, did they want us to do this? And it was only after they agreed that we actually applied for the grant. Miles McClellan is one of a big construction company here locally, and they do so many things for us. One, they help fund the program so that we can do so many of the activities, but then they have connections in the community with Ohio State, for example, that allows us to go on field trips. So Vineyard Columbus, Miles McClellan, and the Columbus schools really forms the focus of our partnership. All of our schools are in the Northland area, which is where our church is. And so we believe that if we start early and then follow those kids right through that feeder pattern, we really create a community. And that's why we call our program One Child, One Community.
Our program with One Child, One Community started last year. I was an assistant principal at a school called Avalon Elementary. One thing we wanted to do was partner up with communities and businesses in this area. And One Child, One Community, which is also part of Vineyard Church, came to us and said they can offer a number of things to us, resources, but also a mentoring program. The mentoring program focused on 5th grade students, and then that's where we had an opportunity to match up students with our mentors. And then when we transitioned to Northgate, which is strictly 4th and 5th grade, I needed to build partnerships, and the first person I called was One Child, One Community to see if they can help us out. And it was a great fit because they also wanted to expand their program as well as build a mentoring program here with our 5th grade students.
We start in the 5th grade and then we follow the child ideally right up to high school graduation. And then we're a whole school adoption model. So in addition to mentoring, we come alongside the school and we ask how can we help their parents, their teachers, and the principal themselves. And so we have done things like school supplies and given lunches to teachers, and we're clean up schools. So we adopt the whole schools in addition to just mentoring.
Each man has his own music bubbling inside of him. Perfect. Another round of applause.
One of the things I love about the Vineyard program is that, the kids begin to build a relationship when they're in middle school with their mentor. And actually, even though the program doesn't exist during the summer, many of our children have relationships in that program with their mentor over the summer. And it would make sense as the children go from grade to grade and then into the high school, they still have the same mentor and are building that trust relationship with that mentor. Sometimes issues arise where kids don't like to discuss it with their parents or don't feel comfortable even discussing certain issues with their teacher. But they know that they could call on this mentor to seek guidance and advice, and the relationship is really strong and close.